of people falsely claiming military awards or badges they did not earn, service they did not perform, prisoners of war experience that never happened, and other fucking tales that never happened.
You don't say anything, okay? Come here. Come here. Hey, sir. Hey, my son like to meet you. He really admires guys in the Army.
I can't watch that. That's that fat guy. That was terrible. Anyway, he made a second one. Since you guys like the first one so much, he made a second one. Okay, this dude cracks me up. Oh, wow.
This first stands for combat. That means that these ribbons down the center, which are the theaters of war that I've been in, have been as combat soldier. That's a combat badge. Okay, these called ribbons. Combat ribbons.
This guy with these bad combat badges.
Navy Cross.
I mean, what the words mean.
Purple Heart.
Whoa. Can I put the camera on you? Damn, how'd you get that?
3 rounds.
3 rounds?
Looks like somebody cut him.
God damn.
Got a new heart.
God.
Loves me. I get special treatment.
Hell yeah.
I got the one Stanford and they put a new heart in me.
Which is that one? Which is that one? So you got 2 of them?
Sir, I got 9.
9?
I got hit with a pie yesterday. See how this is wrinkled?
Yeah.
I washed it by hand. Some guy lent me some soap here.
Yeah.
And I washed it by hand so it dried and wrinkled. Because they hit me with a pie. Because I had my full.
But they didn't give you the ribbon for that, though.
No, I should have got a pie ribbon and he should have got a pie throwing fucking ribbon.
No shit, yeah. But
And he hit
throwing
me.
us. But,
He hit
so,
me. I had too many ribbons. He said he was a Marine and I was a liar. I had too many Purple Hearts. Off came.
oh, you had this on and he told you this?
Yes, I had this many ribbons down to here.
Oh, and he hit you with the pie?
Yeah, because I was a liar. So I took half the ribbons
What's
off.
his problem? What does he know?
I don't know. But he hit a colonel. I could have had him arrested right there.
You should have fucking locked him up in there.
Piece of shit. He threw a pie glass. I told him, you get the pie
I guess
glass.
it'd be worse considering with the shit that you've been through.
Yeah, fuck it.
What's this right here?
LRP means long range reconnaissance patrol.
Holy shit.
That means this, sir. Yeah, take your shoes off. Snap his neck off.
Fuck, man.
8 degrees. Lived in Korea 5 years. Knocked out.
Oh my God.
Then went to Japan. Learned how to swing a sword.
Is this stretch for how many times you've been in?
No, this is gunny.
Oh, shit. Gunny.
I taught people how to shoot straight. Then that was when I was a kid. 19.
And you were a gunny?
Gunny sergeant.
Gunny sergeant at 19?
Yeah. And then the army, I was done with them. Only
Yeah.
did me for 2 years, started 17. Okay?
crap.
19 I'm out. Comes the Marines, gone. Son, Department of Navy, talk to you.
Sorry, that's
With a lot of money. With a lot of money, $500,000. Your dad needs money to get out of LAPD, doesn't he? Yes, sir. Needs to pay his housing, yes, sir. Come on now. Let's talk about it. I go, I want some school.
Yeah.
I'm a savant. You know,
Yeah.
sir, you're a savant. 14 graduated high school. You are going to MIT, Stanford, and Yale. And you're going straight to Annapolis. Sign right here. Guaranteed. I want guaranteed. Here comes the general. 5-star. I guarantee that.
Okay,
This is a recruiter.
I think this guy needs mental health. I'm not sure that he really has a problem other than he needs mental health.
Oh,
Holy crap.
Free taxes. Done.
Pretty impressed, man. Well, hey, dude. Happy Veterans Day.
My name is Al. Call me out and I can be your bodyguard. That's
I'm good, Al, brother.
You
Enjoy your day. Fucking A.
I'm selling shit.
Good luck with it, brother. I'll be back here. I'm not here, I'll be back to do my drive my laundry and stuff,
Oh, this is that sergeant major that had shit all over him.
Some of them I've never noticed. Iraq, Afghanistan. It's like it's kind of, we do a lot of. Yep.
Oh, and it's awesome. He says he's an NCO.
The only
He's
reason I'm
got
saying that
fucking. He's got officers.
My father,
Shit
my
on his
father used
car.
to be
Okay, I can't
the
watch.
president.
I can't
Yeah, I was really.
Oh,
The proper infantry uniform.
yes, yes. And his hat looks bubbly.
I had 4 brothers die with this fucking Ranger tag on their arm. I would appreciate it if you took that off.
Why do I have to take my uniform off?
You take the goddamn dab off. So that right there just proves you're not a Ranger. What's going on, Chris?
I don't want to start an argument. I mean, if it's going to start an argument, I'm not starting an argument.
You're not fucking, we're not starting an argument, we're calling you out for fucking having a bullshit ass uniform on. You do realize that the 101st is not a Ranger unit. You do realize that the 101st is not an EOD unit. You do realize that 75th Rangers are not a fake uniform together. The 101st do not have EOD. What is it? I'm not a valid authority. Because I'm a United States Army fucking Ranger and this guy is not. My friend, I have 4 brothers who died with this goddamn tag on their arm. And he's wearing it. And he never earned that motherfucker. Right. That's why. That's right. He already proved the point that he's fucking lying with that uniform on, with the fact that he still doesn't have his fucking head full. His fucking, you can take your fucking rank off too. He needs to take the damn uniform. Because I don't goddamn wear my uniform to class, doesn't make me a veteran or something? This guy's a real veteran. I'm a real veteran, not that man. It's already over. That's all right.
Battle. I ran into Major Dollar today at Home Depot, and he said that this is the proper wear of the uniform. Can you tell?
Okay, I can't watch. Okay, here we go. Let's do some more. Okay, top 10 psychotic drill sergeant characters.
What is your major malfunction, viewer?
Your mamas are not here to take care of you.
Okay?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie drill sergeants. Before we begin, we publish new videos
Hey, sir.
every day, so be sure to
Hey, my son liked me. He really admires guys in the
We're
Army.
taking a look at those big screen drill
Sure.
instructors. It made us glad we weren't in basic
What were
training.
you were
Either
in?
ruthless, compassionate, or a bit of both. As long as they performed the duties of a drill sergeant, they will be considered.
I guess nobody's
Major thing,
responsible.
baby.
Yes, I just had that one coming.
Number 10, Sergeant First Class Merwin J. Toomey, Biloxi Blues.
Know what you do if the Japanese army was behind you.
Surrender and get some sleep.
Christopher Walken brings the wacky, comical, yet strict Sergeant Toomey to life in a way that only he can. Toomey's job is to whip a group of naive draftees into shape during World War II, while constantly clashing with the recruits.
If I make myself clear, Jerome. Oh, yes. Oh, what? Oh, nothing.
Based on the play by Neil Simon, the comedy drama sees Toomey as somewhat of a friendlier version of the hard-nosed, hard-drinking platoon leader who puts his men through hell. Eccentric, sadistic, and cruel in his ways, Sergeant Toomey perfectly balances humor and, cruelty to earn a spot on this list.
Guess we have to look for another way around, then.
Number 9, Drill Sergeant Forrest Gump.
Why did you put that weapon together so quickly, Gump?
You told me to, Drill Sergeant.
You better make sure you answer every question from this man with yes, Drill Sergeant.
Is that clear? Yes, Drill Sergeant!
Although only appearing in the film for mere minutes, this character's limited screen time is memorable nonetheless. Despite screaming in Forrest's face for every scene he's in, he seems to be giving him compliments, although you wouldn't really be able to tell. Drill Sergeant manages to mold Forrest into the perfect soldier via instructive, neck-vein-popping screaming and discipline. He's loud, brash, and overbearing, just how we like our drill sergeants.
God damn it, Gump! You're a goddamn genius. That's the most outstanding answer I've ever heard. You must have a goddamn IQ of 160.
Number 8, U.S. Marine Corps Major Benson Winifred Payne.
Okay, wait a minute. I know I love all that, but I want I want you guys to hear George Carlin talk about fucking children.
Thank you.
Move on.
Now, I appreciate it. Something else I'm getting tired of is all this stupid bullshit we have to listen to all the time about children. It's all you hear in this country. Children, help the children. What about the children? Save the children. You know what I say? Fuck the children. Fuck them. They're getting entirely too much attention. And I know what you're thinking. You say, Jesus, he's not going to attack children, is he? Yes, he is. He's going to attack children. And remember, this is Mr. Conductor talking. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. And I also know all you single dads and soccer moms who think you're such fucking heroes aren't going to like this, but somebody's got to tell you for your own good, your children are overrated and overvalued. You've turned them into little cult objects. You have a child fetish, and it's not healthy. And don't give me that weak shit. Well, I love my children. Fuck you. Everybody loves their children. Doesn't make you special. John Wayne Gacy loved his children. Kept them all right out in the yard near the garage. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is this constant, mindless yammering in the media, this neurotic fixation that somehow everything has to be revolved around children. It's completely out of balance. Listen, there are a couple of things about kids you have to remember. First of all, they're not all cute, okay? In fact, if you look at them close, some of them are rather unpleasant looking. And a lot of them don't smell too good either. The little ones in particular seem to have a kind of urine and sour milk combination or something. Stay with me on this. The sooner you face it, the better off you're going to be. Second premise, not all children are smart and clever. Got that? Kids are like any other group of people. A few winners, a whole lot of losers. There are a lot of loser kids out there who simply aren't going anywhere. And you can't save them all. You can't save them all. You got to let them go. You got to cut them loose. You got to stop overprotecting them because you're making them too soft. Today's kids are way too soft. For one thing, there's too much emphasis on safety. Child-proof medicine bottles and fireproof pajamas, child restraints and car seats and helmets, bicycles, skateboards, the baseball helmets. Kids have to wear helmets now for everything but jerking off. Grown-ups have taken all the fun out of being a kid just to save a few thousand lives. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. What's happening is, you know what it is? These baby boomers, these soft, fruity baby boomers, are raising an entire generation of soft, fruity kids who aren't even allowed to have hazardous toys, for Christ's sake. Hazardous toys. Shit, whatever happened to natural selection? Survival of the fittest. The kid who swallows too many marbles doesn't grow up to have kids of his own. Simple as that. Simple. Nature knows best. We're saving entirely too many lives in this country of all ages. Nature should be allowed to do its job of killing off the weak and sickly and ignorant people without interference from airbags and batting helmets. Just think of it as passive eugenics, okay? Now, here's another example of overprotection. Did you ever notice on the TV news, every time some guy with an AK-47 strolls onto a schoolyard and kills 3 or 4 kids and a couple of teachers, the next day, the school is overrun with counselors and psychiatrists and grief counselors and trauma therapists trying to help the children cope. Shit. When I was in school, someone came to our school and killed 3 or 4 of us. We went right on with our arithmetic. 35 classmates minus 4 equals 39. We were tough. I'd say if kids can handle the violence at home, they ought to be able to handle the violence in school. I'm not worried about guns in school. You know what I'm waiting for? Guns in church. That's going to be a lot of fun. And it'll happen. You watch. Some nut will go fucking ape shit in the church, and they'll refer to him as a disgruntled worshiper. Here's another bunch of ignorant shit. School uniforms. Bad theory. The idea that if kids wear uniforms to school, it helps keep order. Don't these schools do enough damage making all these kids think alike? Now they're gonna get them to look alike too? And it's not a new idea. I first saw it in old newsreels from the 1930s, but it was hard to understand because the narration was in German. One more. Thank you.